And we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Move on to item number 3 here. We're approval of the minutes from the regular board meeting of October 24th, 2016. Has everybody had a chance to review them? Any changes, additions? Hearing none, I'll take a motion to approve them.
I'll make a motion to approve the October 24th minutes.
Second. It has been properly moved and seconded to approve the minutes of October 24th, 2016. I'll signify approval by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Next, we'll move on to approval of general fund vouchers 74006 through 74063. Wire transfers of 161-70134 through 161-70167. And activity fund vouchers of 2531 through 2584.
I move to approve.
I'll second that.
It's been properly moved and seconded to approve the general the vouchers as listed. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Is there anyone who would like to make some public comment? Sign up. Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to item number 6, Spotlight on Education. Mrs. Waterman joining us. We've got some empty bowls to talk about.
First of all, I do want to congratulate the drama team. We just had our performance this last weekend, and it went phenomenal, figuring that we were struggling the last week beforehand, and they really kicked it up in high gear and put on 3 awesome shows this weekend. So I'm very, very proud of them, and we're all cleaned up and everything's taken care of. So ready to move on to the next event. The Art Club from Clear Lake is teaming up with Clear Lake FFA along with Clayton Art Club FFA and FCCLA. And we are going to join together to put on an Empty Bowls event on December 16th. It is in conjunction or prior to the doubleheader basketball game, Clear Lake against Clayton, on that night. So that is why we chose that night, in hopes that we will get both Clear Lake and Clayton community to come together in this event. And what Empty Bowls is it started in Michigan by an art teacher who started to raise money to help kind of feed the local families in the area, and it's a simple concept of just serving a simple soup dinner with bread and desserts, and all the local artists, and in this case the local artists are myself, the community members. We've had a few community members come in, staff members, and art club students making ceramic bowls, and we're going to sell them as a reminder for people who buy the soup dinner. They get to take home an empty bowl as a reminder of how many empty bowls, or how many bowls actually go empty in the community. I have contacted the local churches, and they are agreeing to help us out and making the soups in their licensed kitchens. And so the soups are kind of out of my hands and into their hands right now while we finish making the bowls. But we are also going around and asking businesses to sponsor us as well. All of the proceeds from this event will go directly to the Clear Lake and Clayton backpack programs to kind of help our local communities. Any questions on what Empty Bowls is all about? So right now we currently have about 90 bowls finished and glazed, and I have both kilns going right now, and probably have about another 50 bowls in the kiln being fired right now, and as soon as they come out they should be ready to glaze, and I've just been calling community members to come down and help out when anybody's free, and it's been fun because people bring their families in, and even the little ones are going in and glazing, and their bowls are coming out phenomenal. So I'm very excited for this night to happen.
Do you have any finished ones here that we can look at?
Do I have a finish? I do not. I have about, like I said, 150 of them in my room. So I do not.
They're beautiful.
Tonight. You'll have to come the night of. You'll have about 300 bowls to pick from.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. Waterman. Awesome. All right, we'll move on to new business now. Approval of a staff hire, an IT coordinator.
Okay, so the interview committee selected Bo Osmond to fill the IT coordinator position for the remainder of this year. So just looking for board approval on that contract.
And that's just for this year?
Well, no, it's just we filled the position.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded to approve Bo Osmond as IT coordinator. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, now on to approval of youth options.
Okay, we have 3 students that have requested board approval for the youth options program. Cameron Lilly, Gina Stranke, and Maddie Iverson have all submitted letters in your board packets for board approval for the WITC technical school courses in order for us to enroll them for the youth options.
Is there any questions or discussion?
Josh, just out of curiosity, does the school pay WITC, or how is the
Yes.
arrangement set up?
Yep.
Okay.
We pay
That's
WITC
what I
for those
thought.
courses.
Okay. All right.
Any other?
I make a motion we approve that.
It's been moved. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the youth options for Cameron Lilly, Gina Stranke, and Maddie Burson. All in favor?
Iverson.
Iverson.
Iverson? Oh, sorry, I was trying to read her handwriting. Thank you. Iverson, sorry about that. All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We have approval of a staff leave.
Yep. So Karen Ullman submitted FMLA paperwork requesting a half-day leave from now until December 23rd due to her mother being ill and having an injury.
Okay. Do we need a motion for that?
We have in the past.
Okay.
I'll make a motion we
Been past
approve
practice.
that.
All right, it's been moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It has been approved for the staff leave. And now review of board candidacy election timetable.
Okay, so I attached a PDF of the guide for candidates from the WASB organization. The deadlines, main deadline be January 3rd for declaring candidacy, and then for any incumbents that are choosing not to run, it'd be December 23rd for individuals that are not running right now. This year we have 2, Mr. Frenchu and Mr. Anderson are both up for re-election this year. So just wanted to put that on the docket for the January 3rd is when any individuals that are looking to declare would have to come into the district office to get paperwork to fill out if they're interested in being on the election in the spring.
And when do they have to let us know that
Thanks.
they're not?
December 23rd.
And that's the April election, correct?
Yep. April 4th election this spring. So this agenda item doesn't need any board
Nope.
motion. Just wanted to
Nope.
bring it up for community members to be aware of.
All right, discussion of 2017 state convention.
Okay, so the annual WASB state conference is January 18th through the 20th. The conference is in Milwaukee. at the Wisconsin Center. I attached a link for you guys if you wanted to take a look through that, and just looking to see if anybody was interested. If you needed time to look through that link, just let me know, and I'll get anybody that's interested in that conference signed up and get everything set up.
Okay. And then discussion approval of canceling November 28th board meeting. I know it's kind of been tradition that we cancel the second board meeting in November. There's no huge pressing issues that's coming due about that time. That's different. Anybody have any concerns?
No, if there's nothing on your agenda or docket that needs to be taken care of.
Okay.
The only future items I have would be bringing teacher contracts to the board, and that can be done that first meeting in December.
Okay. We don't need a motion on that, do we?
Yes.
Do we need a motion on that?
To cancel.
Not doing
Okay.
it.
Cancel it.
I'll make a motion that we cancel the November 28th meeting.
Okay, it's been properly moved.
I'll second. I'll second.
Been properly moved and seconded that we cancel the second board meeting in November. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? It is approved. Now on to item number 8, superintendent notes.
Yeah. All right, I just have a couple things since we're kind of in between sports seasons. Last week, first elementary parent-teacher conferences went well. Looked like a very good turnout. Along with that was the elementary book fair and movie night, which I got to bring my own kids to, and we bought some books. It was really a great turnout. It was neat to see the PTO puts on a dinner. I'm sure most of you guys are already aware of all that, but for me it was really neat to see just the community outreach and collaboration that goes on. It was just a lot of individuals, a lot of blankets, a lot of lawn chairs, a lot of stuff that goes into it, and led by Mrs. Stahl and Mrs. Wolf, but also many others that put that on with those two. But those two kind of lead the charge, and very well done. So it was neat to see. Had a in-service last week as well. Mr. Crawford and Mrs. Meyer led the in-service by continuing to move technology forward, and that's been the push for our in-services is some type of technology, a piece of it that we're kind of, as we implement Google and make change within the district. So a huge thank you to them. As Mrs. Waterman said, the play, I got to go on Sunday and watch the play, and led by Ms. Waterman and Mrs. Berg. The kids did a really nice job, on set during the play, but also everything that goes on behind the scenes. The kids are really involved with, the lighting and the set was well done. So really neat to see. Basketball and wrestling both begin today. So both those sports kick off this evening. And girls basketball has their first scrimmage this evening, I believe in Amory. So at Amory tonight. Some upcoming events. Ms. Waterman said the Empty Bowls is coming up. Parent-teacher conferences tomorrow at the elementary. Junior high basketball at Clayton tomorrow night. Boys basketball first scrimmage at St. Croix Falls on Monday the 21st. Girls basketball home opener against Spring Valley on the 22nd. Early dismissal on the 23rd, and then which kicks off the Thanksgiving break, the 24th and 25th.
All right.
Just screaming by, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of sports, do we fill the coaching positions? There was a varsity
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Those are being interviewed this week. Both the wrestling, the basketball. Which two are? Oh, both are basketball. Yep. So we're interviewing this week.
How many applicants do we get?
And I can discuss how many we had in closed session as far as how many applied for it.
Okay. Any future agenda items?
The one that I have is just the teacher contracts
Okay.
in December.
And we were gonna talk about the auditor, new auditor. I think we mentioned that last meeting.
Yep.
And we were gonna form some committees to upgrade our policies, policy committees. I think we talked about that at last meeting also because
Yep.
of the WASB meeting we went to. Specifically, I think the coach's manual, that,
Yep, and that's being worked on. We've reached out to the surrounding areas for handbooks to just kind of take a look at what's out there at this point and starting to take it pieces from those.
Okay, thank you. Anything else?
I know Policy 528 was out there. I met with a representative from WEA, and kind of moving forward, hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to have someone come into the district and share the possibilities for both the teaching staff and admin staff for post-employment options, which I think had some good ideas, which would be, I think, benefit everybody.
Okay. All right, that brings to a close the open portion of our meeting. We're now going to go into contemplated closed session in accordance with WSS 19.851C, considering employment, compensation, or performance data of any public employee over which governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility. We're going to discuss employment, compensation, and performance of an employee. Thank you all. All right. Do I,
make a motion, we go to closed session.
Yep. Do we have a second? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
David, I'm sorry, I got to pull you. Sorry. David?
Yes.
Peter?
Yes.
Myself, yes?
Yes.
Okay. We're in closed session. All right, we are back in open session. Looking to entertain a motion regarding a special ed stipend.
For who?
For Lori and Josh.
I approve the stipend. Do we need to see him out?
We need a motion.
I move a motion to approve a stipend for the extra work that Josh and Lori put in.
Oh, we need to put an amount on there otherwise, because we're...
$5,000 each, yes.
Okay. It's been moved.
I'll second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to provide an additional stipend to Lori Karnick and Josh Ernst. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Okay. The motion carries.
3-1.
Yep. I now will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you very much, guys. And?
Man.